Hi guys, and welcome to my YouTube channel. Don't forget to like, comment and share this video. And if you're new on my channel, don't forget to hit the subscribe button.
You're welcome. It's amazing having you all here. All right, so we're going to be sharing how you can build your own profitable Amazon KDP business. All right, if it's not making sales, if it's not making you money, then it's not profitable. All right, so we're going to be looking at how to make it profitable. Okay, all right, so today here's the list of what you're going to learn. All right, don't worry about my face. I'll be showing my face much later. Okay, so I just want to share my screen for now. I'll be showing my face later. All right, so what are you going to learn today? We're going to be looking at a brief about what Amazon KDP is all about. And then I'll be showing you how to leverage Amazon KDP for multiple income opportunities for writers and non-writers. And then we'll be looking at how to set up your own Amazon KDP business. And then I'll be taking you through the step-by-step process of building a profitable Amazon KDP business. Okay, so please, if you can hear my voice very clearly, let me know in the comment section as well. If you can hear my voice very clearly, all right? You're all welcome. And we'll be starting in a few minutes, all right? So before we start fully, let me share with you a few things about myself and what I've been able to achieve in my journey so far with my Amazon KDP business, all right? So who am I and why should you listen to me? Okay, so first, I'm a multiple Amazon bestselling author. Okay, my books have been ranked as #1 in various categories on Amazon. And right now I make between $50 to $100 monthly just from book sales alone on Amazon, all right? So my goal for 2022 is to make at least 10 sales every single day. All right, I'm looking at raising that bar. And then another of my targets for 2022 is to hit the #1 overall Amazon best-selling rank. All right. Now, I've also been able to get much visibility and book sales since I started publishing in April 2020. All right. The last time I checked, so far I've sold over 1,102 copies of books on Amazon. And then from my books under Kindle Unlimited, about 10,229 pages have been read so far by readers. Okay. So in case you might not be aware, for each page of your book that Kindle readers read, all right, for each page that they read from your book, Amazon pays you. All right. So I've been able to get readers to read about 10,229 pages from my book. And I checked this, I think, last week. All right. So by now it should be increased more than that already. Okay. So I've been able to work with clients from both the international and local areas. I have clients from the US, the UK, Canada, China. Recently, I got one from China. I'm actually working on her project right now. All right. And then also locally here in Nigeria. All right. So I've worked with so many clients to get their books published online. I think I've published over 50 books on Amazon for my clients alone. All right. So mine, I have about 30 books published on Amazon, both ebook, paperback, and hardcover. All right. Now, having my books published on Amazon has given me the opportunity to be featured on international websites. All right. I've been featured as an author, and my books have been featured as well on international blogs and websites. I even have some of my books on international bookstores. All right. There's one I know of in the US. About 3 or 4 of my books are being sold there, but the bookstore is affiliated with Amazon actually. All right. So I actually set it up for expanded distribution. So, and I've also had the opportunity of earning in foreign currencies. Most of my markets for my books are Brazil, India, Germany, Netherlands, the UK, the US, and Canada. All right. So I earn in these the currencies of these countries. So it has been amazing. Like, it's really, really profitable if you know what you're doing. And then I've also gotten freelance opportunities from my knowledge of Amazon KDP, all right, I have an Upwork account, which I use for my freelance jobs and gigs, okay? And so far, I've gotten about 5 or 6 clients from Upwork alone, right? And then if you know about Upwork, you know that the charges and fees are quite, they're quite okay, but I charge per hour. So imagine me charging $15 per hour, and I'm telling a client, okay, it will take me about 7 to 10 hours to work on your book. That's money, all right? So that's another way you can increase your sales as well, but we'll talk about that much later. All right, that's another income opportunity, but we'll talk about that later. So I've been able to do all this just from my books being published on Amazon, and then my knowledge about the Amazon KDP business. Okay, and these are much more what I'm going to be sharing with you today. All right, so we'll be starting the class in proper now. All right, so make sure you have your writing materials, your pen, your notepads, so you can take notes. Okay, so let's get right into it. Okay, so here's a brief introduction to what Amazon KDP is all about. All right, so KDP simply means Kindle Direct Publishing. All right, and it is an Amazon's book publishing platform that can be used to self-publish your books, which includes ebooks, paperback, hardcover, and audio. All right, so you publish them online, which readers can either read on their devices or purchase as print on demand. Now, print on demand simply means the print version of your book, all right? And why is it on demand? It's only when someone orders for the book that the book is printed. So your book is not being a liability to anyone or any bookstore or bookshop, all right? It's only when people order for the book that it will be printed. So nobody's keeping your book anywhere to resell much later, all right, which is actually nice, okay? So Amazon KDP currently dominates the self-publishing book market and holds at least 80% of the ebook market presently, with millions of readers, right? Every single day, millions of readers are going through their Kindle device, are going through Amazon's platform, looking for which book to buy or what to check out, all right? Now, with Amazon KDP, you get 40% or 60% royalty for your print books, and then 35% or 70% for ebooks, but terms and conditions apply. So I'm going to explain this much later when I'm talking about how you earn from Amazon, all right? But for the paperback or hardcover, you get 40% or 60% royalty. Royalty simply means you're earning from your sales, right? And then for ebooks, you have 35% or 70% earnings, okay? So now what are some of the benefits of Amazon KDP? First, it is absolutely free. Like, it is very, very free. You don't pay anything to open an Amazon account. You don't pay anything to publish your books on Amazon. It is free. And then you own the rights to your book as the author. If you decide within the next 1 week that, oh, I don't want my book published on Amazon anymore, you can remove it, all right? You can unpublish it and it won't be available to Amazon again. You can decide to change the price of your book at any time. You can decide to change anything inside your book at any point in time. So you own full rights to your book as the author, okay? Amazon gives you opportunity for expanded distribution to other global markets, all right? So you're also in control of this. You can decide to put your book up for expanded distribution, meaning if someone in China needs a copy of your book, Amazon will make it available for them. If someone in Germany needs your book, Amazon will make it available to their market, all right? So there's expanded distribution, which is free. You're not paying for it as well. Instead, you're being paid for the sales you make in those markets, all right? And then there are opportunity for higher royalty earnings, which is actually the 70%, all right? You have the opportunity to earn higher with the 70% royalty plan if your book is enrolled in Kindle Select, all right? You get to know all these things much later, all right? And then there's a print on demand service. Amazon is not forcing you to have your books printed down, all right? So it's only when someone orders for your book and then pays, that is when the book is printed and shipped, okay? And then you also have free book promotion and marketing tools on Amazon. There are so much of them, all right? So if you decide to use the paid version of running ads, that's fine. But even without running ads, Amazon offers you different types of book promotion and marketing tools, which you can use to both increase traction to your book and make more sales. Okay. All right. So move ahead. Now, how to leverage Amazon KDP for multiple income opportunities for writers and non-writers. How to leverage Amazon KDP for multiple income opportunities for writers and non-writers. All right. Now, one of the reasons why you should leverage Amazon KDP is so you can earn in foreign currencies. All right. Take example, the dollar to naira rate is quite high. So imagine you're earning in dollars and then converting to naira. You find out that the money is much more useful to you. Okay. So earning in foreign currencies is one of the reasons why you should leverage Amazon KDP. All right. Now we have ghostwriting. You can decide to offer ghostwriting services if you're a writer. All right. But then as well, you can use ghostwriting services for no content or low content books as well. All right. I'm going to be showing you what that means. All right. I have a sample here, one of my books that I ordered from Amazon. I'll show you that later. Okay. So you can offer ghostwriting services to busy professionals, business owners, entrepreneurs, and other writers who don't have time to get that done. So that is one way you can make money from leveraging Amazon KDP. So you write for them and get the books published for them, and they pay you. All right. You can decide to offer just freelance services under publishing. So a writer or somebody has a book already that they've written, is ready to be published. You offer them your publishing service. All right. Now, Amazon has affiliate programs which you can enroll for. There are different types. Okay. So whichever one you feel is okay for you, you can enroll in any of the programs and get along with it. So you earn per commission of any sale you bring, or if it's an app you're promoting, if it's the Kindle device you're promoting, you earn from all those, right? You can also repurpose your content. If you're a writer who has books published on Amazon, you can repurpose your content and sell more from them, even on Amazon. Okay. Now, this is one new technique I discovered a few weeks ago with one of my books. You can actually repurpose your content, which is the book, and then make more money from them, right? And then you can have your Amazon KDP business setup. So Amazon KDP business setup covers everything you do or know about Amazon. All right, covers everything you do or know about Amazon, and then using it to make more money for yourself or extra income on the side. All right. It comprises everything that has been listed here, everything that has been listed here. All right. So we have no content or low content book publishing business. All right. Now, no content books or low content books basically has to do with books that don't have any writing within them or have little writing within them. All right. Includes your notebooks, exercise books, journals, you have your prayer journals and the rest. Okay. So I'm going to show you an example of one that I have here. Okay. So this is it. This is one journal that I had printed on Amazon. As you can see, it is just lined pages, just lined pages. You can see it, right? This is just lined pages, nothing. So there are some that are blank. They don't have anything written inside it at all. Some are just blank, while others have like prompts. Some are like workbooks, with lots of blank pages and just little call to action notes and all that. All right, so all those fall under no content or low content book. Okay, so you can decide to start that as a side business, and the income opportunities there are so much, so much in different markets, different niches. All right, it's actually very, very hot right now on Amazon. And if you can start this, I'm telling you, within the next 2-3 months, you would see results, like massive results. Okay. Now you can decide to offer Amazon account setup services. All right, both Amazon, the payment accounts, which the one we use mostly is Payoneer. So you can decide to do that for people. So some people might decide, oh, they want to publish their books themselves, all right? But they might not know how to go about setting up the accounts, taking the tax interview, and those things are very, very easy. So you can offer those services and help them get their account set up, all right? And then you can learn how to do Amazon advertising. A lot of people struggle with this a lot, but I've gone on to learn how to run ads that are effective, ads that convert, all right? You don't need to spend so much on ads to see results. And I've seen that firsthand. When I first started running ads, I wasted a lot of money, all right? So I had to take my time to learn how to actually optimize ads, all right? So you can learn how to run ads on Amazon. Lots of international clients are always looking for people to help them run ads on their books, okay? So you can use that as well as an income opportunity for yourself to offer freelance service under Amazon ads, okay? So there's market research. This can also be used as a service as well, all right? Lots of people just publish their books on Amazon. They don't know anything about keywords. They don't know anything about categories. They don't even know how to place their books in the right market, all right? So with the right tools, with the right apps, with the right links, you can start doing market research for people to get their books optimized on Amazon. A few weeks ago, I was talking with one of my clients from the UK. She contacted me about her book, that the book is not selling. And she's running ads on Amazon, spending £10 every single day for that book, but still it's not converting to sales. So I asked her, I was like, okay, so how many categories do you have your book published under? And she was like, just 2. That's the main ones that Amazon asks you to fill when you're filling, when you're publishing your book. And I was like, okay. And then how many keywords do you have? She said about 5. I was like, wow. And I told her that, are you aware that you can have 30 to 50 keywords for your book, especially if you have different editions published, as the ebook, paperback, or hardcover, and you have them linked. You can have over 50 keywords for those books. She was like, wow. And then I now told her again, are you aware that your book can show up for more than 30 categories? There are thousands and thousands of categories on Amazon. A lot of people are not aware of that, right? But you can have your book show up for more than 30 categories. She was like, she doesn't believe. Okay, so I had to carry out a research on her book, and I showed her all the options available, and she was wowed. All right, another of my clients, this one is a Nigerian, she was arguing with me. She was like, is it the same Amazon that I know that you're talking about? So I had to bring proof for her as well. Right? I used one of her books that's published on Amazon. I went to an app, a research app that I used, and I brought out details, brought out keywords, and she was wowed. All right, so if you learn how to carry out market research very well, you make a lot of money, okay? People are always looking for how to optimize their books on Amazon, all right? And then you have niche publishing. Now, niche publishing has to do with focusing on a particular niche. For example, if you're looking at everything kids, all right? You're looking at kids journals, you're looking at kids coloring books, you're looking at storybooks for kids, everything that has to do with kids and children. You can focus on that. Learn the different markets available to children books, learn how to search for keywords, learn how to place the book in the right categories to reach the right audience. You would make a lot of money, all right? So for example, when I started, I focused on the business niche and the baking niche, all right? Because I'm a baker, of course, and I have most of my books around the baking industry. So I focused on those niches, learned how to do research, learned how to do lots of things. And then I now started applying those techniques to other niches because, of course, it's not every day I'll have clients from my own niche, right? So imagine a client coming to meet me with a book that is in the fiction section. So I need to know how to optimize those books. I need to know how to look for keywords. I need to know. So having an app will save you the stress of all that. But you still need to carry out your market research on Amazon, okay? You still need to research on Amazon. So there are lots of things you can do if you have the right knowledge, the right skills, the right tools, all right? One thing that upped my game this year was after I acquired some apps, I got access to some websites and their links. All right, it changed the game for me. And I believe it will help you as well, especially if you're planning to start an Amazon KDP business as early as January next year. All right. So these are just some of the opportunities that are available to both writers and non-writers. Okay. All right. So let's move along. If you're following, let me see in the comment section. Let me know that you're following me. All right. So now we're going to how to set up your own Amazon KDP business. How to set up your own Amazon KDP business. Now, just like any other business, all right, before you start a business, at least you should get a knowledge around that business, okay? If it's an industry that you've not tapped into before, you should know about it first before you jump into any business idea that you might have within that market, all right? So it's the same thing for Amazon KDP business, all right? So the first thing you need to do is to get the knowledge. What is Amazon KDP all about? Like the real deal. What are the terms and conditions? What are the requirements? You know, you need to know all these things, because imagine you get a client that is asking you some questions about Amazon KDP, or how do they rank their bestsellers? How do you get royalties paid? And you cannot answer those questions. Or they ask you, what are the requirements? Oh, I want to publish my ebook on Amazon. What are the requirements? And then you're like, okay, I'm coming. Give me a few minutes. Let me check and get back to you. All right. So before you set up your Amazon KDP business, you need to get the knowledge of everything that has to do with Amazon KDP. All right. If not everything, at least the most important aspects, you need to know your onions. All right. And then the next thing, you learn the skills involved. You learn the skills involved. Before you can offer a publishing service to anyone, you should know how to publish a book on Amazon. Okay. Except you have someone who you're going to outsource the work to, all right, then it's allowed. But if you're going to be doing it by yourself, then you should know how to do it. You should know how to format the manuscripts to Amazon standard requirements. You should know how to convert them, all right? Most of the file types are KPF, EPUB, MOBI, PDF, Word documents, but Word document most times is not quite advisable, all right? So the best are MOBI, PDF for, MOBI for ebooks, PDF for paperback or hardcover, all right? So you should learn how to convert the manuscript, the publishing steps, how to actually get the book published, all right? You should learn how to use the HTML description, okay? So the skills involved in publishing, you should know how to do them before you can rightly tell people that, okay, I've started my Amazon KDP business, come and publish with me. All right. Now, the next you have to do is practice, practice, and practice some more. All right. Now, why do you need to practice? This is so that if somebody wakes you up in the middle of the night and like, I want to publish my book on Amazon, what can you tell me about Amazon, or what do you know about Amazon, or how should I go about it? You should be able to tell them something, all right? And telling them something can only come from experience, okay? So if you've never published any book on Amazon, it will be hard for you to actually explain to somebody what they can do about their own book that they want to publish on Amazon, all right? So get the knowledge, learn the skills involved, practice by publishing at least one book, all right? You don't necessarily have to go and start looking for a book to write so that you can come and publish. No, you can start with no content products. You can start with low content products, all right? Those are the two books you can start with as fast as today, all right? There's Canva. You can just go to Canva, create a journal, a blank journal or a notebook, put all your pages, download as PDF, publish on Amazon. It's very, very easy. It's very, very easy. Though there are a few conversions and formatting that is involved, but it's very easy. It's something you can start almost immediately after today's webinar, all right? So the next thing will be to get results. Now, most times when people reach out to me, especially international clients, they want to know your results. So if someone asks me, oh, I need to run ads for my book, but I need to know what you've done so far and the results you've gotten. So I can just go to my ad account, check my dashboard, send screenshots. Some will even tell you could manipulate screenshots and stuff they want to see. Sure, no problem. So I'll do a screen recording, scroll through my dashboard, get my results and show them. Before they want to be sure that, okay, their book or their money rather is in safe hands that will give them results. So if you don't have results, people might not buy into the idea of of hiring your service to publish their books. That is why you need to publish at least 1 or 2 books before you start looking for clients. All right. You need to get your results. You need to show those results. You need to show those results. All right. Showing your results will help you build an audience as well. Okay. So you get people talking about what you're doing. You show people what you're doing, show them the results you're making, the sales you're making. All right. If you're not making any sales, it will be hard for somebody to come and meet you and say, publish my book for me. Because they believe if you've not been able to do this, how do you want to do it for me? All right. So when you're building an audience, you get more testimonials. Now, how do you get more testimonials? Because at some point, you will discover that your own results alone may not be enough. Okay. For example, when I started publishing in the baking industry or the baking niche, some clients would tell me, oh, you're so used to the baking niche already. My book, I'm a life coach. My book is more of inspirational, motivational, this, that. Immediately, I'll go and get either a client's book or one of my ghost written books in that category. I have ghost written books in different categories because of this. All right. So I'll go and get that book, show them the results, show them how the book is doing on Amazon, the reviews, the sales, and they're like, wow, okay, I guess we can work with you on this. All right. So get more testimonials. Before I started getting clients this much, I had to work with a few people for free. I published their books on Amazon for free, both ebook and paperback. I did all the work. I did the formatting. I did the research. I did the market research, the keywords, categories. And I'm still working with some of them. In fact, one of them made me her Amazon account manager. So I'm the one in charge of her books that are published on Amazon. Like everything that has to do with optimizing the books to make sales, she has put me in charge. All right. So it shows you some level of trust. Okay. So you need to get more testimonials before you can get paying clients. All right. They need to see that, okay, you've done much work in this particular area, so they can actually trust you with their money. So get more testimonials. You can volunteer to get maybe your friends or someone you know, get their books published on Amazon. All right. And then you can use that to add to your portfolio as well. And then the reviews that they give you go a long way in helping you as well. All right. So next, you share other people's results, like I said earlier. All right. So now it's not just your own results you're sharing. You're showing that, okay, so person's book is a fiction. I did it for them. This other person's book is a memoir or an autobiography. I published it for them. This is how it is doing and all that. All right. So look for different niches. Don't just focus on one. But if you decide to go into niche publishing, then you can as well focus on the different markets within that niche. All right. So you start attracting customers right from when you're publishing your own book. You should start talking about your works, start building your audience, like I said earlier. All right. So you start attracting customers. People will be watching. They will be watching. All right. So don't think that because nobody's commenting or nobody's liking my post, it means that I'm not being followed or they're not seeing my works. No, they are seeing it. I am a living testimony to that. They are seeing it. So keep showing your results, keep attracting customers. Then at some point, you need to set your pricing system. You need to set your pricing system. Now, when I started publishing, I was just giving prices based on, okay, how many pages is your book? How did you get to know about me? For example, if you're my friend or you're a relative, I'll reduce the money and all that. But at the end of the day, I found out that that was not a business sense at all. There was no business sense in what I was doing. All right. And then when I started getting international clients, I was using the pricing system I was using for my Nigerian clients to charge them. All right. So at some point, the lady I worked with that was from UK, she was like, why am I giving her a price that is so low that she can't undercharge me or something like that? And I was in my mind, I was like, undercharge, please undercharge me. I need the money. You get, but at some point I had to look at that thing and I was like, actually, this is not working. Like, you do so much to get clients, and then at the end of the day, you're not even seeing any gain from it because you spend hours carrying out research and then get their books formatted, published. It's time, and time is money. All right. So I had to set pricing systems. So for my international clients, I charge per hour. All right. In whatever currency they're using, I charge per hour. But most times I use the dollar and then convert for them. Okay. So, but for my Nigerian people, I have the normal price I charge for publishing. All right. But for my international clients, I charge per hour. Okay. So from there on, you need to find your target customers. Now, not everybody is your customer. Not everybody is your client. All right. So you need to find your target customers. When you're just starting out, fine, you can collect the jobs because you need to build your portfolio. But as you keep going along, you need to find your target customers. All right. I've had people reach out to me that they just want me to help them format their cover or format their paperback manuscript and then give it back to them. They will go and publish themselves. That has scattered your pricing system already. That has scattered the work for you already, because the point where you're formatting the book, the manuscript, formatting the covers, you've done most of the work already. Okay, you've done most of the job already. Or at the end, they'll start telling you, okay, please just help me add this, help me add that, help me do small research, help me. That help me. It's very dangerous. Okay, so you need to find your target customers and know people that you're ready to work with. Okay, so it's not just anyone that comes to meet you that you accept their work. All right. And then one tip that I would like to share with you as well: before you accept any publishing job, you need to try and get a preview of the person's book, at least the Word document. Okay, so that will save you a lot of stress. But some people might not feel okay sharing their manuscript with you before you start the job. That's okay. But make sure it is something you can do before you accept. All right? Make sure it is something you can do before you accept. So tomorrow it will not turn what I ordered versus what I got. It's very, very possible as well. Okay? So the next step after that is to keep winning. All right? You keep attracting customers, you keep making your money, you keep getting jobs done, you keep getting customers, and that's just it. All right? So at this point, you should not only be focused on getting clients that want to publish them, you can also offer other services. All right? The income opportunities are much. All right? The income opportunities are much, but make sure that you're charging what you're supposed to be paid for the job you do. Okay? We still together? Are we still together? Let me see your comments in this comment section. All right, let me see your favorite emojis in the comment section. Okay. Let me see your comments, in your favorite emojis in the comment section. If you're enjoying the class, let's move along. Don't forget, if you have questions, ask in the comments. I'll reply all of them. All right. Okay, so we'll go to the last part, which is the step-by-step process of building a profitable Amazon KDP business. All right, so I've divided this segment into 3 different parts, which is create, publish, and earn. Okay, so now under create, we have account setup, we have book creation, we have the processes of getting the books created. All right, and then we have others to also consider as well. So for your account setup, first of all, you need to have an Amazon account. All right. Now, most people would ask, oh, I have an Amazon account. I need to have open another KDP account. But some people will tell you, Amazon KDP is requesting for my Amazon account password and stuff like that. Now, you can only have one Amazon account, and that account is what you use to access all other features on Amazon. So if you open an Amazon account, the same email address, the same password is what you use to access your Amazon KDP account, is what you use to open your Amazon.com, is what you use to access your Auto Central account, every other account under Amazon that you might want to go into. All right, even branding to become a seller on Amazon. All right, you need an Amazon account for all of them, and it's the same login details that you use. So your Amazon account is your Amazon account. Your Amazon KDP account is your Amazon account. It's not different from each other. Okay. So you need to set up your Amazon account. You need to have a payment account. If you have a US bank account, you can use that. All right. But if you don't, Payoneer is our family account. Family account in the sense that almost everybody that doesn't have a US account is using Payoneer. All right. There are other ones out there, but my focus is on Payoneer, which is what I use or I've been using for almost 2 years now. All right. So you set up your Payoneer account, and then you have to also set up your Auto Central account. Okay. Now, the Auto Central account has to do with linking your books to your profile. All right. So if someone clicks on a book, they can see you as the author. And then if they click on your name, what shows up? Anything that shows up there is what you have set in your Auto Central account. So you can put links to your blog or your website. You can upload your videos. You can upload book trailers. You can upload about your courses that are linked to the book that you're selling on Amazon. Anything you want people to know about either your book or your courses or other services that you offer, you can put it in your Auto Central account. Of course, it has your bio, all right? And then you would also have the link to your Auto Central account, which you can use to share on other platforms as well, all right? So these three are the major accounts you need if you're starting your Amazon KDP business. Okay, so for book creation, we have Canva, we have Microsoft Word here, we have Google Docs. Now, there are many other writing apps and on different devices that you can use. For example, for Mac laptop. For other ones, there are different ones like that, right? So, but for the case of this webinar, I'm going to be focusing on these three, all right? They can be much more than this, but I'm focusing on these three. Why? I will show you that. Okay, so now look at this. This book, I created it using Microsoft Word, all right? Is a journal. Now, okay, this is an example of a low content product. So I don't know if you can see it well. You can see there are just recipes and instructions, and that's it. Blank spaces, no much write-up inside. So it's left for the person that buys it to fill the spaces, all right? So you can see. So this was created using Microsoft Word, okay? So I've shown you this before. This was created using Canva. Everything, both the inside, the cover. If you use Canva a lot, I'm sure you might have seen this picture on Canva. This one as well, all right? This book was created using Canva. Everything, the inside, the exterior, the interior design, everything was created using Canva, okay? Now this, the cover, I used Canva to create it, all right? I created the cover with Canva, but everything about the inside was done using Google Docs, okay? The design inside, can you see? All right, the design inside was done using Google Docs, okay? Let me show you what I mean. Can you see? All right, so it was done using Google Docs. And this other one as well. The cover was created on Canva, all right? Created the cover on Canva, and then the interiors were done using Google Docs. Can you see? Okay. So, see? So with Google Docs, you can design the interior of your book any way you want, all right? Anyhow you want it, you can design the interior of your book. So what are the processes involved? The writing or design. Yeah, I should have a design there. So you have the writing or design. Now writing, if it's a high content book, that is, you have much write-up, your normal kind of paperback or hardcover or ebook that is made up of write-ups, all right? And then if it's designed, then you know it's low content or no content books with just blank pages, symbols, flowers, animals, anything you want to use to symbolize the design inside the book. And then probably your lines pages or the prompts, okay? And then you have the editing and proofreading, okay? The editing and proofreading of the book or the manuscript. Then you have the formatting process and then the conversion. So at the point of conversion, it means that after you have done the conversion, your book is ready to be published on Amazon. Okay, so these are some of the processes involved during the creation process of the book. And then others, you have design. Okay, that's the book cover, the interior, just like I showed you in those ones I did with Google Docs, the interior, your template design. If you're doing a no content or low content book, especially maybe using Canva, you can use other forms as well. But Canva is very easy to use. Canva is very simple and it is free. All right, though you have the free and paid version, but with the free version, you can get all this done. These books were created with the free version of Canva, even though I use the pro version now. But those books I showed you, they were created using the free version. All right, so you don't need to pay much to get them done. Okay, and then you have the mock-up creation, which is what you use for your advertising. All right, so these are some of the things involved in the creation process. Okay. So next we have publish. The next we have publish. So under publishing, we have the requirements, all right? Requirements for ebook, paperback, hardcover, okay? Now, what are some of the requirements? To publish your ebook, of course, you need your title, your subtitle, you need the book description, the author name, how you want it to appear. If you're using your real name or your pen name, you need all those, all right? If the book has age limits, you would have to indicate it. For example, if you're publishing a children's book, you would have to indicate the age range, all right? So you have a manuscript ready to be published, you have the cover ready to be published, and then the price, how much you want to price the book, all right? So for paperback and hardcover, you have all those other things I mentioned for the ebook, the name, the title, subtitle, if there's any, the author name, the description, the keywords, the categories, of course, age range as well. If it's an 18+ book, you have to indicate it there, all right? And then for this paperback and hardcover now, there are a few other features that are required. That is the paper type, all right? If it's a white paper or a cream paper, all right? If it's a colored paper, or you're using black and white on the paper, all right? So all this, you have to put it there. You have to include the book size, the paper size. If it's 6 by 9 inches, 5 by 8 inches, 8 by 11, or 8 by 10, you have to include it there. Then you need to have your manuscript and the cover ready and the pricing as well, all right? Format has to do with the file type with which you're publishing these books on Amazon. All right, so for ebook, the manuscript, you can have your Word documents, your KPF file, EPUB, MOBI files, all those are accepted, all right? Then for the book cover is JPEG. JPEG is what is accepted for ebooks. Whereas for paperback and hardcover, PDFs, all right? You can also have KPF file for paperback and hardcover. But for the book cover, it's PDF file. All right. So imagine creating your book on Canva, easy, free, no stress. You convert to the size that you want, or you can either convert to PDF file, or you can still use the PDF file like that you publish on Amazon. So you publish on paper with as paperback, free with your PDF. You don't pay anything. All right. And then before you know it, you're earning already from that book. Okay. And then the next, you have market research. Okay. Market research has to do with the book market itself. For example, you go to Amazon.com, you check out some titles related to the book you want to publish. You check how those books are doing, how many sales they are making, if the market is green, red, or orange. Okay. Green, red, or orange. Is it hot selling? Is it a cold market? You know, these are things you need to check out first before you publish a book, because it will affect your sales. All right. If you just take a book and go and publish 2 months, 3 months, 1 year, you're crying, no, you've not made any sale. I know a lady that published about 1,000 books in 1 month. Of course, no content and low content books, but majorly no content books. She published journals, notebooks, graph sheets, 1,000. Within that 1 month, within the next 2 months, in 3 months, she made 0 sales, like not one sale. All right. So it's not by how many books you are publishing. That's one thing I want you to know. So don't think you just, okay, run along and go and create book on with Canva and then publish. You need to carry out market research. You need to research on keywords so that you know what readers are actually searching for. People that are buying journals on Amazon, people, students or parents that are buying these books for their kids, you need to know the kind of keywords they are using to search for the books they are buying. And not just that, you need to look for the keywords that are actually converting to sales. All right. For example, if I publish a book in the romance category, so if I go and put romance as my keyword, at the end of the day, I might end up not making any sale, but somebody else will come and write billionaire CEO romance series, and then they're making sales. And then you'll be wondering what is happening. Okay. So that other person has used a targeted keyword that someone is actually searching for, or that people are actually searching for. All right. Or they'll write nurse romance series. Okay. So those are some of the ways that you use keywords. You don't just use keywords in general. You need to know keywords that people are actually searching for. The same thing with categories. You need to know where to target your customers, where you find them most. Okay. So there was a time I was carrying out research for 2 of my books in the baking niche. Most times I'll just put them under baking, chocolates, cakes, pastries, and all. But at some point, while I was carrying out research, I decided to shuffle that a little bit. So I took those 2 books away from those categories, and then I put them under baking pan. I put them under house essentials. I put them under dining wares or housewares, under pots, and they made sales. They made massive sales, because anybody that's coming to buy a baking tray or anybody that's coming to buy a baking pan, it means that person bakes at least. All right. So when my book shows up for those keywords, or for keywords in those categories, they will see my book, they will get it, because they actually need it. All right. So these are some of the ways that you can carry out categories research. You need to know where readers are actually customers are actually searching for things and target them there. Okay. So you have the bestseller rank as well. Now, there is a free bestseller rank category, and there's the paid rank category. Now, under the free, if you make your book free for download on Amazon, you make your book free for download on Amazon, the book is going to be at $0. So anyone can download your book, and then it will be reflected as downloads for you. Your book will rank under the free bestseller rank. All right. So if much people download your book, of course, you're raising to the #1 spot in those categories, or even the #1 overall general category. All right. Now, the only downside with that is that you're not making any sales. All right. You're not making any sales. But most times people just, you're still a bestseller, because I know a lot of books that have been put as free books, nobody downloaded it. So like, imagine, even as your book is free, nobody is downloading. That is a liability on its own. That you made a book free and nobody downloaded, nobody is reading it, nobody has interest in it. Then it goes to show that that book is more of a liability than an asset. Okay? So it's not easy for people to even download your book to start with. But for me, I'm more after sales. I am more after sales. All right. So when I first started, just to get traction, to get my book in the eyes of readers, I was putting my book up for free. But at some point, I discovered that it was not paying me. All right. So I needed to look for ways to get my book to rank in the paid versions. So in the paid categories, so I can actually see my sales. All right. And that has been working really, really well. Okay. So we have major categories as well, where your book ranked in major categories, and then there are subcategories. All right. It's like having, okay, let's say the cooking category, but under the cooking category, you have different categories as well. All right. You have baking. Baking is under the cooking. And then under baking, you now have cake, pastries, desserts, and the rest. Okay, so these are subcategories. So your book can actually rank in any of these different categories. All right. And then you have others. There is the 30-minute short read, 90-minute short read. These are for short ebooks that are maybe 5 to 10 pages. All right. So your book can also rank as bestsellers there as well. But the target is to make sales, right? The target is to make sales, but the ranking will help you as well. The ranking will help you as well. But I always advise people to pursue more sales than the bestseller rank. Maybe it's because I've gotten it too many times, I don't know. But if I had known earlier, I would have gone for making sales and becoming a bestseller than making my book free just to have the bestseller rank. But all the same, your book is a bestseller, your book is a bestseller, as long as it is ranked in the first 100 books, all right, #1 to #100 on Amazon, it is a bestseller, okay? And then you have the publishing process. That is the ebook publishing process, the paperback publishing process, and then the hardcover. Now, what do I mean by publishing process is when you go from filling out the details about the book all the way to clicking submit to have your book published, all right? Everything you're going to do within that period is covered under the publishing process, okay? So the next is your pricing tips, mistakes to avoid before and after publishing, and then the categories integration. Now, what do I mean by categories integration? Normally, when you're publishing your book, Amazon gives you just 2 categories to fill, 2 major categories, all right? But after your book is live, you can go back to add more categories to your book, at least up to 10, all right? You can add your book to more, up to 10 categories on Amazon. And there are tricks to make it show up for even up to 20 or 30 categories more, all right? I had to do intense research on that to find out how to do all that, okay? So for your pricing tips, now, there are certain books that you cannot price above $9.99, all right? It's between $2.99 to $9.99. That's for ebooks. And then for paperbacks, it can be higher than that, okay? So you need to know your book size, if there are images in your book, how many MB your book is, your book contains, so you know how to price your book, right? But Amazon suggests price range for you. So it's left up to you to choose how much you want to sell your book, okay? And then there are mistakes to avoid before and after publishing. For example, if you're publishing a paperback and you're not sure of which name to use, if you publish that book and it goes live, you cannot change the name again. You cannot change the book size. You cannot change the book, the paper type. you can't change all those. You can't change the title and subtitle once that paperback or hardcover has gone live. For ebook, I think you can still change them, yeah? For ebook, you can still change it, all right? And then the file formats that you're publishing, once the book goes live, you cannot change the file again. For example, you published with a Word document, and at the end of the day, you found out that everything is scattered, that people can't read the ebook well because of formatting errors and all that. Now, if you go back to go and bring an EPUB file or a movie file, Amazon will not allow you. So you still have to upload another Word document, okay? So any file type that you're publishing with, once the book goes live, it will be hard for you to change it. So you need to be sure of what you're doing before you publish, all right? You can change your manuscript, you can upload a different cover, but those details you filled, all right? Like the ISBN, your paper type, your book size, all those cannot be changed again after you have published. So it's not something you need to rush. You need to make sure that there are no mistakes, all right? You need to make sure there are no mistakes. Are we still here? Are we still here? I hope you're getting value, all right? This is a theory class to get you started on how to start your Amazon KDP business and everything you're going to be needing, all right? Now we'll go to the next part, which is the earn, okay? So I'm sure this is the part that a lot of people are more interested in, okay? So we have earn. Okay, so we have Amazon KDP royalties, all right? And then, like I said earlier in the beginning, you have the options of 35%, 40%, 60%, and 70%. Now for the 35%, if you're going for 35%, then it means you're not going to be charged for delivery, all right? You're not going to be charged delivery fee, but Amazon will remove that. So Amazon gives you 35% of the sale price of your book, of any book that is being sold, all right? It calculates 35% for it. But for the 70%, which is an opportunity for you to earn higher, to qualify for that, you would need to have your book enrolled in Kindle Select, all right? You need to have your book enrolled in Kindle Select. And from that 70% royalty, after VAT has been removed, Amazon removes percentage of for delivery fee, okay? Remove percentage for delivery fee of the ebook, all right? That's just the difference between 35 and 70%, okay? Then for paperback and hardcover, your royalty for those are 60%. For paperback and hardcover is 60%, all right? Then the 40% is for expanded distribution, okay? So if you want your book to be available in online bookshops or bookstores, Amazon gives you 40% of the royalties after removing printing costs, all right? So they remove printing costs for the hardcover or paperback, and then whatever is left is what you get, all right, from 40%. Then we have book sales strategy. Now, I'm not sure a lot of people are aware, but there's a book launch process for your books that are published on Amazon, all right? You don't just publish a book and forget about it or leave it there, no. You need to have a book launch process, even as the book is on Amazon, all right? And then you need to know how to promote and market your book. Amazon has free tools, which is the free Kindle promotion and then the Kindle countdown promotion. So under the free Kindle promotion, that is how you actually make your book free for download. So anybody that buys the book buys it at $0 for a few days, mostly 3 to 5 days, all right? You'll buy your book at $0 and it's counted as downloads, not sales, all right? And then for the Kindle countdown deal, for that one, you'd make your book available at different percentage discounts for a period of 1 to 14 days, depending on how long you want it to be, all right? So most times 7 days, for some people is up to, 7 days, all right? And then it's every 3 months, but these features are only available if you enroll your book for Kindle Select. Now, Kindle Select program gives Amazon the exclusive rights to publish and distribute your book for a period of 90 days. That's 3 months. Yeah. Okay. So within that period, you can't publish your book on other platforms like Kobo and the rest. All right. You can only publish on Amazon. If you do that while your book is enrolled under Kindle Select, Amazon might block your account and they remove all your books that are published on their platform. All right. Because that is a breach of contract. Okay. So if you're like me that wants to be exclusive on Amazon, then you can go ahead to enroll your book on in Kindle Select program and enjoy all the benefits that are attached to it. Okay. And then there are also Amazon advertisements. You can run ads for your books. A lot of people feel they don't need ads, but most of the markets on Amazon are saturated. So if you don't know how to carry out market research, keywords research, and category research effectively, you would need to run ads so your book can show up better. So it's a two-way thing. Either you learn how to carry out those research so you don't spend money on ads, or you spend money on ads, all right? So there are offers and features which you can make your book available for on Amazon. And then you need to get reviews and ratings for your book. So there are different processes to go about that, getting reviews and ratings for your book, like verified reviews for your book, okay? And then you have the opportunity to earn from the Amazon KDP business, all right? Now, you can become an Amazon publishing consultant. I've told you how you can do that, all right? You need to actually know what you're doing before you start guiding people or helping people publish their own books, okay? So you can make money from Amazon account setup. You can make money creating A+ content for books published on Amazon for your clients, all right? Now, this is a new feature on Amazon, the A+ Content Manager, all right? So you can create A+ content for your clients and get paid as well. Now, for example, if I'm taking on a publishing gig, I specify what I'm actually doing. So if I'm publishing your ebook, paperback, and hardcover, I get paid for them. All right. I might decide to use the Kindle Select promotion tools free for you and set that up, no problem. But if I'm going to be running ads for you, I get paid. If I'm going to be creating A+ content for your books, I get paid. All right. So these are extra income opportunities that you can use to make more money for yourself. Okay. So for account setup, I charge as well. All right. So all these are involved in the Amazon KDP business. Consultation, sometimes I do free consultations, other times I do paid consultations. All right. You want to discuss about your book, you want to know how to go about making your book available to more people, or how to make sales, the book launch process, I'll charge you for all those, right? But if you're discussing with me about a project you want me to handle, then I can do the consultation for free. So you just have to be flexible, you know what works best for you, what you can let go and what you can not, all right? So I'm a very, very flexible person. I hardly charge people. A lot of people have reached out to me most times to either ask one question or two, and I genuinely answer them, all right? But I don't have, that's not where my money is coming from. I know where my money is coming from, okay? I know what I charge for, all right? So you can decide to become an Amazon Ads Manager as well. Now you can create book sales strategies for your clients, all right? It doesn't necessarily have to be on Amazon alone, all right? There are book sales strategies that they can use both across social media platforms, their email marketing strategy and all that. You can create all those. And these things are not hard. They are not. It's just, there are templates for this thing that you just need to follow, all right? And then there's affiliate marketing programs, both for Amazon and all these apps that can get you paid in dollars, right? And then you can become an Amazon seller as well. You can have an Amazon seller account, but this is not free, all right? Getting an Amazon business account is not free. You pay for it, okay? But if you have a seller account, you have opportunity to sell more things, all right? To have your products featured on Amazon, okay? So you can do your branding and get them sold on Amazon, all right? You can sell merchandise on Amazon. Yes, you can, all right? So I know someone that makes at least $200,000 every month just by putting up t-shirts and mugs and throw pillows with different designs on Amazon, okay? So the income streams are endless, all right? You only limit them when you limit yourself, okay? So, but at the core of everything, you need the knowledge. You need to know about Amazon KDP. You need to know what you're doing. You need to practice. You need to get results, all right? Work is involved, yes, but this is something you can get done within 1 month, 2 months, all right? You can set up a business within 1 to 2 months, in fact, less than that, all right? So I believe we've learned so much today, all right? Have you gotten value? Let me see your favorite emojis in the comment section. If you've enjoyed this class so far, let me see your favorite emojis in the comment section, okay?
Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and do check out other videos on my channel.